could happen. And
Previously on Metrolina Martial Arts.
I don't know, maybe also in that C- category, C.
So my recent video that I posted with Icy Mike on Jeet Kune being a C- in terms of self-defense. So here's the thing, right? You said that Jeet Kune is a C-. Discussing with him pretty much adding a sprawl would fix a lot of the problems that Jeet Kune has.
Here's all you gotta do. Add the fucking sprawl in there, you know what I mean? And you've got a pretty robust self-defense answer. Yes.
So what I decided to do was at my home dojo, contact some local wrestlers, namely this guy named Jeffrey, who is one of my blue belts. He wrestled from the time he was like 5 to the time he was like now, which is he's in his 30s now. Maybe early 30s. I'm actually not sure how old he is. And I also got in touch with his brother, Dalton, because they're brothers and they train with me. And we decided to do a dumb science experiment because, well, according to Icy Mike, I have a firm grasp of things.
My good friend Ed is a Jeet Kune instructor and a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu instructor. And I think he has the best handle on like how a lot of things could happen, and he has his mind open to like self-defense.
So what's up everybody, Ed here, Metrolina Martial Arts. So we had this comment from Thomas Marks, who is an original Jeet Kune guy out of Germany. And he basically was asking me to pressure test the finger jab with either a kendo mask, I have a HEMA helmet, and, you know, kind of really pressure test the finger jab and adding in the sprawl. Pressure testing the sprawl is easy, because, and you'll see here that I do with Jeffrey. Pressure testing the eye gouge is much harder, and we'll get into that as well. We're talking about self-defense here, okay? Which Jeffrey's a specialist in, right?
Yes.
So good answer, yeah. So we're talking specifically about Buji and Nowtech to defend a double leg, okay? And in my humble opinion, it doesn't work. Because Jeffrey, how long have you wrestled?
Well, since kindergarten.
And you're old now, so that's been a long time, right? And then he's a blue belt in Jiu-Jitsu under, Master Carlos and that, but anyway, it doesn't fucking matter. The thing is he knows how to do a double leg. So real quick, just do a double leg on me. I'm gonna fall. Oh, that's perfect, okay? And that's like leg reach outside and everything. Ah, strong hand. So he does it again. Super easy, right? And he could probably do that in his sleep. Probably, right?
Not probably.
Yeah, so if you think about this, right? If I'm here and I finger jab and groin kick you, okay, I'm not gonna do it. You're wearing a cup though, right? So.
Oh, I don't know though, Rokos.
What?
A Jeet Kune guy might kick a boxer in the balls.
We're gonna test this out, okay? I'm not gonna actually finger jab you. I'm gonna go to your forehead, but you come in to do the double leg. Shit. Here, for him to just be able to grab onto it. Okay, so even if it doesn't work, it's still got something. Now, Eric Paulson shows this cool takedown. Can I take you down? Yes. So if you throw like an inside now tap here, he just falls. Okay, and it's a great takedown. Sorry, dude. It's a great takedown, and it's really stupid if you throw a rear round kick. Boom! Oh, and he gets the takedown. And it's straight from Coach Paulson. It's, you know, I like it. But that's again taking a leg kick or a dick kick. I'm not particularly worried about that because I'm gonna still get you down. And same with you. So what I throw out there that Jeet Kune is missing from a self-defense standpoint is the sprawl. So if he does the double leg here and I sprawl, like, that's way better. So if I try to take him down and he sprawls here, you know, and I'm not nearly as good at it as he is as far as the takedown goes, but like, he's done that, like the double leg, for a long time. Probably just as long as the sprawl. Which one do you learn first in wrestling?
Both simultaneously.
Both simultaneously, because that makes sense, because one is doing one and you do the other. Huh. So,
Defense.
JKD has other defenses to the double leg when he goes. Here, you train, but I have to like be a mind reader to get that. Like, I'm sure experience that in your competitions and stuff. Like when people try and frame or push off and you're like, if you're that far, yeah, but like you can still drive through. If he goes to takedown and I stop, yeah, like that's not gonna stop anything. Even if I pendulum him back, I think, so if he does it again here, and I pendulum him, he's still got it. That's awesome. So, finger jab and dick kick notwithstanding, if his eyes are closed and he knows where I'm at, and he does the takedown here, even me kicking him, like I need him in the chest, but he's just gonna piss him off now. And my foot did touch his cup, so technically it is kind of a groin kick, but it didn't stop you.
No, that's just making fall any harder.
Yeah, you fall on a heart, and now he's on top. And if this is self-defense, I just angered the person on top of me, which is gonna be really bad. So that's why I think the sprawl is important, because if he does the takedown, even I'm not nearly as good at takedowns, but I can sprawl. Now I can eye gouge him. And now, because I'm in a much better spot, where are his eyes? There it is. Boop. Okay? That's what I think is way better. Like, if you just now take me down, I'll just randomly sprawl. I can find his eyes much better. And I have chokes and things like that come in. Start going in for Jiu-Jitsu. Now I'm gonna try and do some Jeet Kune do, okay? Oh, you can still get it, right? So that's kind of really what I want to show, is that I've probably sprawled like 4 times in my life. You just saw 3 of them. No, but seriously, it's not a hard thing to practice, this sprawl. And adding it to any self-defense program is gonna like really ensure you get further along with able to defend yourself. And once you're there, you're on top. Well, there we go. Now I can start to spin and take the back and do stuff that here. And even like in the old school Jeet Kune curriculum, where you go into the bulldog choke and get that. Sorry, that was right on your Adam's apple.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah. But, you know, then I can start setting up the older school curriculum. Now, in order to test the eye gouge and the dick kick specifically, we're gonna use this HEMA helmet, and my partner Dalton will be wearing a cup. I'm going to hit them both and see what happens, as I did this with Jeffrey as well. So continuing on this kind of sprawl defense thing, I've got Dalton in this, and I've got gloves on so I don't hurt my fingers. This is about as scientific as we can get, without just, you know, maiming each other. So he's gonna try the takedown. I'm going to finger jab here. This, we're gonna do it from open stance because it's his takedown side, and this is my hand side where I have fingers. So if I'm here, I touch, and just see how it doesn't stop really anything. So he's gonna go, wait, because it's fucking entertaining. Bink. Yeah. Me. Ah. Jeez. One more time. Okay, so Dalt, how did that feel?
I don't feel anything.
Yeah, well, because he's got the thing on. Now, did like your head move back at all?
Let's do it again.
Okay. Here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you think that would stop you?
I mean, it would be fun.
That's
But-
100% true.
But like, if you're blinded, what do?
You're still
You grab onto something.
Yes, and if I'm kicking you in the dick, he's just gonna hang on to it, and now I've enraged you because I poked you in the eyes and hit you in the dick.
When I wrestled, our coach used to make us wrestle with our eyes closed. So like if you did get hit in the eye, you don't even know where your shot is. We've done it so much with our eyes closed. Same thing with the sprawl. As if he shoots in with us, we've done it with our eyes closed. We just go off the field. And I don't know if y'all knew this or not, but I had a blind kid that was on my wrestling team. And the way we had to start with him, say if Dalton's blind, we had to start with he could have connection. That way he knew where his stuff was, so he can get all of his stuff. So blind people can take shots. I don't see why somebody get poked in one eyeball can't. And there's a really good movie called Going to the Mat. It's a Disney movie from the early 2000s. It's a good movie to watch about a blind kid learning how to wrestle blind.
And there's also a jiu-jitsu guy, Daredevil Jiu-Jitsu. He is blind from a burn. And Daredevil Jiu-Jitsu is his school name. I actually forgot his name. And like, he does it, and I'm sure he's really good at taking shots. Like, as soon as any type of kick or hit happens, you know, you have that connection. This is why I don't like this, right? Like, I'm a Jeet Kune Do fanboy insofar as like, I've trained it for 15 years, and I love the idea that that would be enough. But like, if he is taking me down and I'm a second too late, I'm gone. Like, there's no stopping that. And, you know, I think it's way better to frame and sprawl. I think it's way better to circle out. Like, if I'm here and you go, boom, and then that's it. That's way better. But, you know, that's hard, especially if you're like already there. It's like, I'm a second behind. And yeah, I think there's just a lot to be desired in this, right? And I don't know how close to, or analogous this is to being poked in the eye, because obviously you're safe, right? I mean, you wear this to get hit in the head with a stick, but it's as close as we can get without poking each other in the eyes. It's stupid. Or kicking each other like square in the junk. It's just a simulation.
Yeah, I mean, just like you were saying, okay, you poke me in the eye, and then you kick me with your leg.
Yeah.
Now I have something that I'm grabbing onto.
Yeah, you're gonna hang on to it. Especially if you're taking down, like, you're gonna be like, oh, I'm getting this leg, right? Like, even if you close your eyes and I move your head, and like, it's like, it gives you that without you having to see, even though your head is getting pushed around. So, yeah, I think the Jeet Kune Do method is good if I have my footwork pop in the eyes and move, right? I think that's good. I think it's good if I go big as I get out, but not here. I'm too late. I think it'd be better if I went here, boom, and as you come in, sprawl. I don't want to like crash your head on down onto that. That sucks. But I think that's a better method. But dick kicks and eye jabs while you move, way better.
Well, I mean, they teach sprawling for a reason.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like, as we talked about previously with Jeffrey, it's like wrestlers learn the takedown, the double leg, and the sprawl the same day, right? Day one. But they learn it the same day, so it's like, especially here in America, where way more people wrestle here in America than anywhere else. Just like way more people here have guns than anywhere else. I don't know what that means, if there's any correlation there. I will acknowledge that sometimes in the UFC, the highest form of combat sports we know currently, unfortunately, you will see the eye gouge and the dick kick end fights.
Oh my goodness.
Dear. Oh my.
It's a high kick. Akiyama really looking for those head kicks. Oh, right to the.
We'll see.
Right to the olive branch.
How long it takes for him
Bang,
to
right in there, baby. That's pinpoint accuracy.
Bang.
Oh man, he's.
But you'll also see them do nothing.
Oh, right low.
Time.
Hey, no, get out of the way.
Okay. Let's start fighting.
No, get out of the way.
Lands in people's eyes, and people hate that.
And that's the interesting take on this. Sometimes you get hit so hard that you throw up in the dick. Sometimes you get hit just on a grazing blow, and that feels like it's the worst, but you can power through it. Sometimes you're poked in the eye, and it's game over. Sometimes you're poked in the eye, and you can just keep powering forward. So being able to land an effective eye gouge is going to be really important here. Trying to figure out, you know, pressure testing the sprawl and how to train the sprawl. Adding the sprawl to Jeet Kune Do is going to be very easy. And I know it's always the daily decrease, and I understand this philosophy. But sometimes you need to add the essential. And it needs some type of defense to a wrestler boy. And the wrestler boys know how to take down. They learn it day one, and they know how to sprawl. They learn both those things day one. So being able to have a solid sprawl will help exponentially the effectiveness of Jeet Kune Do in its totality as a self-defense art. What do you think about the sprawl as far as self-defense?
I love the sprawl.
Yeah.
You know, I told you we practice it with the exercise balls.
Yeah, and
I think that's when it comes to you sprawl on the ball, and then you can practice the spin out and all that.
And you could do that by yourself, right?
Yeah, with the ball.
Yeah, you just throw the ball at the wall and then
Sprawl on the ball, and then you can do the brace to the spin out, take backs.
that's cool.
And a lot of people when they sprawl straight on.
Yeah.
It's at an angle.
Yes. Yeah. So show me that. So if I do the takedown to you.
So a lot of people, when they do it, they go straight like this.
Yeah. I noticed when I took you down, you went out at an angle.
Where we're taught is when you sprawl, it's on your hips. 'Cause
Oh.
then it makes it
Yeah.
for that transition, because you're already on your hip.
Right.
Some of us are broken, you can't do that.
Broken people, I don't have nothing for y'all.
Yeah, broken people just do your best. Because I know I teach the sprawl in the beginning, right? You just do a simple back to learn, this is a good stretch, to learn, you know, the positioning. But in actuality, I'm always sprawling.
That's that way they can't double leg you.
Yeah.
'Cause your one leg's out.
Yeah, my leg
so
is
it
out.
breaks the double leg.
Right.
So all they have is the single.
All right, so that was basically some tomfoolery. How easy it is to learn, how easy it is to drill. You could drill it even on your own. And then we pressure tested the eye gouge and how hard it is to actually pressure test. Relying solely on the eye gouge and the dick kick as your main means of defense when it comes to a wrestler boy is ill-suited, because where the wrestler has had hundreds of thousands of reps of practice of this takedown that he can do blind. You have never poked somebody in the eyes with a finger jab in training, with the intention of actually finger jabbing them in the eyes while training, or kicked somebody in the dick with intention in training. And if you do train dick kicks, I don't want to train at your gym. So if you want more scientific, if you want to call this scientific, applications and testing of the Jeet Kune Do process, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are new. Hit the bell notification so you never miss my or any other hands and face I put on the channel. Comment if you want more videos like this where I, you know, test out some Jeet Kune Do misconceptions or thoughts, or even training methodologies. And we can really hammer in some of the things that probably need to be hammered out. Like the video for the algorithm, and I will catch you all in the next one. Party on.